Hello there, I'm APC Guy, and we're at the weekend between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And this is typically a good time to shop for components if you're upgrading or planning for a new build. So I'll give you a short rundown of the situation this year. Now, as a forewarning, it is not a great year to shop for high-end components because the latest generation has come out recently, 2 months ago-ish for a graphics card, shortly a bit more than 1 month for CPUs and motherboards. So if you're looking for the best of the best, you might be having a tough time to get a good deal on those. Although I have seen some, which I will mention in a second. For lower end stuff, mid-range and previous generation, you might be a bit more lucky. Now, I will be doing a short rundown of the situation on the few US sites that I have seen, because I do not live in the US and apparently a lot of the better deals seem to be there. But I will give you a short rundown as well of the situation in Europe, where I have been trying to shop for stuff myself, with not so much of a success. Now, let's see what we can find on a couple of US sites and US lists. Now, I will not give you a full-on search because this is just an overview of the general situation. If you go for more in-depth research on what's on sale, what's not, you probably will find more stuff. But again, this is just to give you an idea of what you can expect to find this year as it comes to sales for PC components. So this is a summary from PC Gamer. They update it every once in a while, as you can see 39 minutes ago, with the most interesting deals. And these are mostly available to the United States. There is a best buy section, as you can see, but I will go section by section to check. I will also skip the pre-built stuff because that you cannot really pick what you get. Although there are some pretty good deals, as you can see, where you can save a pretty hefty amount of money. Keep in mind that for the US values, it does not include the added value tax, so the actual price might be a bit higher than you see here. Now, starting with graphics cards, you have Radeons, you have Nvidias, you have a lot of variety. As you can see, you have a couple of options actually for the last generation where you can save a big chunk of money. This is a very good deal, for example, if you do not mind getting this specific model. This one is also a pretty decent deal. A bit of a typo, 800 euros discount would be crazy. But as you can see, there is not a lot of stuff from the, for example, NVIDIA 20 generation. You have two options, and then you do have some other options from the 1070, 1050 Ti, and yeah, you do have some choice. If you go to the previous generation, you do get more of a choice of what you get, and the sales are in some situations a good discount. You can get 140 off here, 40 off there. Other times not so much, $20 off there. It's not a deal breaker anyway because it's a cheap graphics card. But whatever you save, especially if you were already planning to upgrade. Now we do have a tiny UK deals section. Here you actually have some very interesting deals, like this one, for example, 2080 Ti for £140 cheaper. Now, if you are living in the UK or in a place that they ship to, I would definitely advise getting this if you do not mind having a graphics card from this manufacturer. It's not one of the most known ones, but a 2080 Ti is a 2080 Ti. It might not be the absolute best factory overclocked one or anything, but if you're going to water cool it and overclock it yourself, it does not matter a whole lot, and you get a very good price on it. Same goes for 1080 Ti for £140 cheaper. Zotac, again, not one of the biggest ones, but same story applies. Now, moving on to, let's skip the monitors, to SSDs and HDDs. I have seen a very big offer of M2 SSD drives. If you have one of the newer motherboards that supports it, it's a good time to get one. If you don't, they are faster than normal SATA SSDs. I have seen sales mostly for the Samsung 960 EVO and 970 EVO. I bought the 970 EVO myself in anticipation for upgrading my motherboard in the near future. But as you can see, there are sales in various types, brands, and capacities, so you have plenty to choose for. It's a good time to shop for some faster storage drives. Same applies for the UK. As for motherboards, same story again. You have a few Z390s on sale, not a lot of them, mind you, and not the highest not the highest tier of them. You will not find the more expensive $200 on sale. I have checked, trust me. And you have some deals for Z390, which is the latest release that came out a month or two ago. But you do find several other Z370s for the previous generation, and they also do support the latest generation of CPUs, but you need the BIOS update for it, which if you don't already own an older generation CPU like let's say i7 8700K or something, then you might have to ask for help at the PC store or someone that owns such a CPU to let you put it in, update the BIOS, and then put your own new CPU in if it's a ninth generation processor. Same applies for AMD boards. Now for processors themselves. There seem to be an amount of Ryzens on sale. Some of them with pretty good discounts, $55, $70. Uh, this one is a very interesting one. It is still one of the best processors out there if you're gonna game. It's not a big discount, but this is still the third best CPU from Intel, and it is not very far behind the latest ones. So this is still a very good buy if you are looking to upgrade but not spend a crazy amount of money for just a slight performance boost. In the UK, you can also get the latest generation. This is the absolute flagship at the moment, £60 off. It's a good discount. It's a very good CPU, but it is also quite expensive to begin with. So again, it is your discretion what you need to have. And I believe this is it as far as components go on this website. You have webcams, monitors, cases, all that stuff. But this is the general rundown. You might find some deals for the absolute latest generation if you do not mind getting a bit of, let's say, not one of the big names like Asus and MSI and Gigabyte. You will find some deals. They are good deals, they are good value deals, but it also depends on your build. If you need special compatibility for, let's say, RGB lighting, if you want it from a specific brand to make it all compatible and to sync it all with each other, then you might be facing an issue and you might not find the deals that you would like. Now, let's give a bit of a rundown to the situation in Europe, more specifically in the Netherlands, where I live and where I've been trying to look for deals. Now, specifically for the Netherlands, I use a website, tweakers.net, that has a very handy function, which is it constantly updates the prices from all stores. And this is not valid only for Black Friday, it does it throughout the whole year. You can set up a price alert, and it will track the prices of the parts you select, and it will send you a notification on your browser and email and phone, letting you know that the price has dipped below that value. Now, I have quite a number of stuff on a price watch to let me know when it dips. It is all a bit higher end stuff that I am looking to get, but as you can see, the prices have not fluctuated a lot. There are some very, very slight dips on the prices of the i7 8700K. There have been a few dips on the 9700K boxed and tray. I have actually found this one, well, it happened when I was asleep, so I missed the sale, but this one was actually at 410, and it usually is near the 500, so I would have gotten it if I had seen it. I missed it. That's another disadvantage, is that you really have to be on point, and you cannot hesitate on jumping on the sale if you do find one that you think you want. Now, as you can see, for higher end stuff, it is not amazing. but this is a handy website to track sales not just during Black Friday, but throughout the entire year, like I said. Another very handy website, and this one is for worldwide, is PC Part Picker. Now, what this does is that you can just open a tab on whatever component you have, and you'll have a price list and shops and links to it throughout the region that you have selected. Now, the disadvantage of this is that this is not kept completely up to date. It is updated, but it is not updated, let's say, every minute or every couple of minutes. I have found several times that it was not in sync with the seller's page, but it is very handy because it has a worldwide reach. And while that does not matter much for the US because it's one big country, it does matter for Europe because it has several sections. And I could, for example, order. I live in the Netherlands, as I said. I could order a part from Germany, and I would pay like 10 euros shipping costs or less, and it would still be a good deal if the discount is good. But in any case, as you can see, you can select a part or several parts, keep several tabs open. It's up to you, and you can select location. For example, United States, you can see that there is 9700K going for $408. And you can, for example, if I was looking for it in my country, this list, as you can see, it is very incomplete. There are a lot of other stores that have it. It's one of the disadvantages of this site. So that's why I recommend using several sites to keep track of prices like this, because they complement each other a bit in what is there and what is not. But yeah, as you can see, oh yeah, this price is not great. Well, let's check in Germany. Still not great. Oh, well, let's see, maybe in France. Even worse. But in any case, you get an idea of the possibilities that you can, of what you can do, of how easy it is to compare prices like this, and to keep track of where is a good deal and where isn't. Last of all, this is also another Dutch site. This is just an example of another problem that you face on Black Friday and why you have to be on point. You have a lot of stuff on sale, processors, drives, blah blah blah. But as you can see, there is a lot of this one means that it will be delivered at a later date, so you know you can still get it, but you won't get it immediately. And there is some that are completely sold out, like this motherboard, for example. Uh, as you can see, very good deal. But yes, there are a lot of good deals here, or you can save a good amount of money. You can save anywhere from, in this case, for example, 250 euros ish, like 200 euros there. Here you would save about 600 euros. I'm not advising anyone to buy this product or that one. I'm just saying that from the standard price to the current price, it is quite a bit of a dip. Now, this one is the one that I got, and as you can see, 30 euro discount on a 132 euro piece. That's about a 25% sale, and that's not bad at all, considering that you won't see sales for that value often throughout the rest of the year anyway. And this is a very good SSD, so it's pretty much a high-end piece. And yeah, it's something that's worth jumping on if you have the chance to. And yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of sales for all sorts of stuff, motherboards, graphics cards, monitors. My point remains that if you are looking for the highest and most recent parts that came out recently and the best of the best, you are not going to find a good deal right now. For example, I am looking for an Asus ROG Strix GPU and motherboard. I'm not going to find them now, especially not the 390. That maybe a 370, but nothing so far. But yeah, the biggest brands, they know they sell anyway, so they don't really rely much on stuff like this. Same goes for the stores. The store knows that their highest end stuff will always sell to the enthusiasts. Maybe it'll sell faster if they put a deal on it on Black Friday, but it'll sell anyway, so why waste, why lose the money? And yeah, that shows on the sales. But yeah, it is a very good time of the year to get some deals and upgrades and some other stuff. Like look at these 3D printers. I actually stayed up on Thursday night to at midnight when the sales opened to check what was going on sale. These 3D printers, they were sold within 10-15 minutes, sold out. Because yeah, it goes down from 1,000 euros to 150. Yeah, I mean, even if I didn't want a 3D printer, I would buy one to resell it at that point. I would want one anyway because it's an amazing thing to have. But yeah, I get it why this stuff is kind of sold out immediately. Now, one thing you do have to keep in mind is I am recording this on Saturday, the day after Black Friday, so there might still be some deals coming up because officially Cyber Monday is on, well, as it says, Monday. So maybe you can expect some more sales, better or more varied on Monday itself. So it is worth keeping an eye out until Monday. And also some stores extend those sales for a few days after. So keep an eye on it. Don't give up hope. Who knows if that specific piece that you want will come up on sale on Monday. Just keep an eye on them. And if possible, keep an eye on sites like I mentioned that you can have price lists and price alerts if you do get a part that you want on a good sale. I hope it has been a useful overview. That is just basically a bit of a guideline and how to shop for stuff a bit easier, how to find the deals if you're not aware of a bit of a easier way to do it than to just browse store by store. An overview of the situation, what's for sale, what's not, what is having good deals or not. Bottom line, if you're looking for mid-range, if you are looking for previous generation or so, you will find some quite interesting deals on things like storage, SSDs, hard drives, M2 SSDs. There are some very good deals right now. There are some very specific sales for motherboards and graphics cards from less known brands that if you are okay with that, if you want to run the risk of getting a brand that does not have such established name as the big ones do, they are very good value deals, and in 95% of the cases you'll be completely fine. It's completely fine products. It does not have all the bells and whistles like the others do, like LED lights, light synchronization, factory overclocking. But that's an extra, and that's something that's not necessary for 95% of the user crowd. It's more of an enthusiast level thing, overclocking, thing. So for the general user, that's perfectly fine, and they're pretty amazing deals. And as you saw, some of them are like 150 euros slash dollars on sale. So that's something that I would seriously consider if I was not hunting for a specific model. Now, I wish you guys good luck on your deal hunting. Don't hesitate; it's gonna get sold out quickly. I saw a i7 9700K that was on sale for a very good amount. I was sleeping. I missed it. The sale came back when I was at work. I missed it again. And now I kind of don't have a CPU yet for my future upgrade because of that. It was nearly 100 euros on sale. So yeah, if you see a good sale, don't hesitate. Good luck and hope you enjoy your new parts if you do manage to get something you like. This is APC Guy and I'll see you next time.